Hi Swifties, welcome back to my channel. I am the Taylor Swiftologist, and as you can tell from my channel name, I am a PhD student in the subject of pop culture with a specific interest in Taylor Swift. I bet you thought that you wouldn't see me so soon. I have been, really on my video grind. I've got some ideas percolating away in my brain. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is probably a dissertation on why Red is her best album. Until then, I've decided to do something a little simple, a little easy, a little fun. I say that, but today I'm gonna be ranking every single song Taylor Swift has ever put out. Now, I am kind of doing this video off the fly, right? So I haven't gone through all the songs and seen if there's anything missing, which I'm sure that there is. And I'm not sure that this list includes the Taylor's version tracks from Fearless, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it. I'll just let you know right now that the only song from Fearless Taylor's version, the new songs that I think is amazing, is Mr. Perfectly Fine, and everything else I can kind of live without. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the categories that I have, decided to rank all of these songs within. So number one, the God tier is called She Is the Moment. Why? Because these are the songs where you just kind of have to stop and let the excellence wash over you. These are songs that you can never skip under any circumstances, no matter what mood you're in. It has to be played from start to finish, all the way through if it comes up on shuffle. Next is the absolute banger tier. And I would say that these are probably the songs that I think are great and I do like to listen to, but they just don't quite make my upper echelon of songs that I really love. So these will be like objectively good songs that maybe I just didn't connect so much with, or that I just don't revisit very frequently. A respectable bop is something that, I can understand why other people like it, but it's just kind of like not amazing to me. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. The It's Okay tier is really a kind of indifferent meh tier. It's not really a neutral. It's more of a negative, I would say. And then we have the final two categories. So I don't know her, which means that I don't want to know that this song exists. And I want to kill her, which means that I have a personal problem with Taylor Swift for putting this song out. So without further ado, let's get started with the debut. So the debut is like kind of, I think, one of the easiest ones to rank because it was her beginning effort. Like there are not that many standout tracks, but there are a few that I think do deserve to be, kind of up there. So Tim McGraw, what do I want to do with Tim McGraw? Ooh, this is a hard one. I'm torn between She Is the Moment and an absolute banger because I don't always listen to it all the way through when it comes on shuffle. Okay, I'm going to put it in the banger tier. Picture to Burn. Okay, well, we know Taylor hates this song and she's kind of forgotten that it exists. So I also feel indifferent about this song. I thought it was like very amazing when I was like 12 years old, but now that I'm an adult, it's like not my favorite. So I'm gonna put this in It's Okay. Teardrops on My Guitar, She Is the Moment. I mean, come on. This song is just so indicative of everything that Taylor Swift is to me. Overdramatic, poetic, lyrical, able to conjure a whole world within one song. I mean, it's excellent. A Place in This World. I fucking hate this song. This stupid ass song. There are a few songs on debut that just really get me fucking going. So I'm gonna kill this bitch. And you know what? While we're here, let's kill another bitch. It's A Perfectly Good Heart. These two songs are so fucking annoying to me. I hate them. They're like the kind of like pitfalls, I think, of Taylor's very juvenile songwriting. Just, kind of a little bit whiny, a little bit self-indulgent, not anything interesting. She's not giving us new material. Cold As You. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, this was like the first All Too Well. Do you know what I mean? Like this was like All Too Well, the introduction, the light version. Let me put this in respectable bop because I damn near never listen to this song. It's too much. She really loses me in the bridge where she's like, I'd die for you. Like, come on, girl. You're 15. Go to class. The Outside. I love The Outside. This was one of my favorite songs of the debut for a very long time. I think just because I was like a loser in middle school. So it really spoke to me. But again, not something I revisit a lot. Tied Together with a Smile. It's okay. I'm not a super big fan. Stay Beautiful. I don't know her. Like I don't want to know that the song exists anymore. When you just like move past something, you're like too evolved to listen to a song anymore. That's Stay Beautiful for me. Should have said no. Okay, let's go with respectable bop. I almost put it in absolute banger, but like I don't know, it takes a while to rev up, you know? When it gets to like the kind of midway through the song towards the end, I'm really into it. And I'm glad that it was a single. Don't really understand why it was the closing number on the Fearless tour when there are so many other great songs to close a show with. But, you know, we respect the rain. The rain. We love the rain. Mary Song. Now, I'm going to get attacked for this, but I hate this song. I think it's so stupid. Looking back, it's kind of like a folklore-ish song in that, like, it's fictional. It's, like, really not about her life. But I don't, you know what? I want to kill her. I really think that that is a stupid, stupid song that I don't like to listen to. I feel so empowered and free today. Our song, She Is the Moment. Come on. Who among us has not ridden shotgun with our hair undone in the front seat of his car? I'm only me when I'm with you. Now, I remember when the Reputation tour was happening and she was doing all her secret songs, people were literally dying for this. And it's like the most bland, boring, inoffensive song ever. So I'm going to put this in. It's okay. Like, I really don't care about this. Invisible. I actually love Invisible. This is probably one of my favorites outside of the singles from debut. I think that this is a really nice, pretty chorus. And, you know, her vocals weren't so good at this point in her career. But on this song, I'd say, you know, she does a little Mariah in the chorus. She sounds good. Teardrops on My Guitar. Pop version. I want to kill her. Why the fuck do we need a pop version of Teardrops on My Guitar? Like, why did we need that? And is she going to re-record it when she does the debut? It's just not necessary to me. But you know what? It is interesting. Like, the inklings of her going pop were, like, there from the beginning. And all the people who acted, like, surprised that she made this shift veer from country into pop. I mean, you know, the writing was on the fucking wall. On the first album, the, like, second single was remixed into being a pop version. Like, hello, the call is coming from inside the house. Christmas is When You Were Mine. Oh, my God. I'm obsessed with this song, okay? This is my villain origin story, is that this will probably never get re-recorded and nobody cares about this song. I'm putting this in She Is the Moment. Like, this is legit one of the saddest, most introspective and reflective holiday songs. Sometimes festive times just be fucking depressing, and who understands that better than a moody teenage girl? Taylor Swift. Thank you. On the other hand, Christmas Must Be Something More. Straight up garbage. Like, here's to the birthday boy. She's talking about Jesus Christ. Okay? This is when she was going through her whole fake Christianity thing that, you know, made a very brief appearance in the beginning of her career and then slowly dropped off. I mean, Beautiful Eyes. I don't know her. Like, I just really don't think about this song. I Heart ? Now. Wake Up, Smell the Breakup. I mean, it is an absolute banger. I mean, I think I just forget that it exists sometimes. If you are a veteran Swiftie, you oscillated between doing two things when you were in middle school or high school. Either drawing a 13 on the back of your hand or a question mark, because we were all hearting question mark on the back of our hands. Jump Then Fall. You know, this is a severely overrated song. I just think it's so boring and like so bland and like dull and just kind of a one note, one trick pony. I'm going to put it in I Don't Know Her. Untouchable. I love Untouchable. I love that she reworked a song so entirely that it made it sound like it was her original creation. Like, the band that she covered this from gave her writing credit because she transformed it so immensely. So let's put Untouchable in a respectable bop. Forever and Always piano version. It had its moments for me when I was young and depressed, but like now I'm not so into it. So it's just okay to me. Come In With the Rain, a respectable bop. Some of us do be leaving our windows open. Superstar, banger. I'm obsessed with Superstar. Nobody else seems to share my conviction that this is like one of her best creepy songs. Like, I think this song was about her like writing love songs to her Joe Jonas poster on her wall. Like, really, this is a very creepy song. It's about like loving a celebrity and wanting to marry them while looking at them on the stage. Like, it's very bizarre and psychotic. And for that reason, I love it. The Other Side of the Door. Now, listen, this song goes all the way the fuck off. Again, she spits bars in like the last 30 seconds of the song. But up until then, it is a bog standard, perfunctory, run-of-the-mill, like Jump Then Fall situation. But it's that last 30 seconds of sicko mode that make me have to put it in the respectable bop category. I don't think I can go with a banger. Fearless. What can we say about Fearless other than the fact that it is an absolute fucking banger? There it goes. There you go, Fearless. I respect you. 15, another absolute banger. What can I say about that? Sometimes you just need to be like crying and singing about Abigail. Love Story. I mean, she is the moment. Like, it changed things. It was the night things changed. Do you know what I mean? Like, we were just, I feel like we as a society were never the same after Taylor Swift rewrote the ending to Romeo and Juliet. I should also note that this is my subjective ranking. I'm not trying to be objective and say what the best is. These are just my, the way that I vibe with these songs. Hey, Steven. I know looks can be deceiving, but I think that you are just okay. I think I like the re-recorded version a lot more than I liked the original version, but just for posterity, not because it's like an amazing tune. White Horse, respectable bop. Again, I've kind of outgrown this one. You Belong With Me is a classic. Like, would you put the Bible in absolute banger? No, you would make the Bible the moment, and You Belong With Me is the moment. Breathe. Breathe is absolutely a moment. Tell Me Why. Also the moment. We love the lyrics. We appreciate the screaming. We love the yelling. We're so obsessed with Tell Me Why. You're Not Sorry. You're Not Sorry is okay. I almost put her in I Don't Know Her, but, it had its time, right? The Way I Loved You, respectable bop. I would have put it in absolute banger, but, today I'm feeling harsh. I'm feeling very elitist about what makes it into my moment and banger categories. But, I will always have a space in the moment category for forever and fucking always. It changed the world. Joe Jonas remains in hiding to this day. The Best Day. I love this. I don't think I can describe it as a banger, though, because it's certainly not a banger. I guess bangers are more of a spiritual, philosophical thing rather than a sound. It doesn't have to be a crazy pop song. It just goes really hard for whatever its category is. But, The Best Day, I'm going to put it in respectable bop. We don't come back to her super often. Change, I don't know her. This is a stupid song. And also it's about Big Machine. So, we really just have to get rid of it. 2 is Better Than 1 with Boys Like Girls. I don't know her. Irrelevant to me and my life forever. Mine. The lead single off of Speak Now. And another incredible moment in her career. I feel like this song really just kind of takes the love story formula and etches it up a notch. And there's a very subtle maturation in themes during Mine. She goes from, singing about abstract fairy tales to having a drawer of her things in someone's place. That was quite a big step for 21-year-old Taylor, who was kind of trapped between being tween poppy and a serious artist. And Speak Now was such a transitional moment in that respect that I think a lot of the songs are gonna, get thrown up there to those big categories. What can I say? I'm a sucker for development and creative growth. Sparks Fly. Absolute banger. This was my favorite song from Speak Now for a long time. And it really, when it opened the Speak Now tour, Back to December, she is the moment. Now listen, let me give you a little history lesson. Before Back to December came out, there were all of these fucking memes going around on the internet, basically wondering when Taylor was going to ever say, maybe I'm the problem, because she was accused of blaming boys too much in her songs, which first of all, she had every right to do that because it sounds like every boy she dated was fucking idiot. As she always does, she took that feedback and that criticism to heart, and she gave us one of her most sincere, beautiful, poetic songs in the form of an apology. And this was a big moment. We hadn't had her on the record admitting to a fault before this. So this was kind of a big deal. And I think the Swifties in general were all a little upset by the demise of Taylor Squared. I know that I was, for sure. Taylor Lautner did not deserve to get dumped for John Mayer. For those reasons, I will be placing it in the moment category. Speak Now. I don't know her. This song is so fucking stupid. But there's something weird about it because every so often I really am in the mood to listen to Speak Now. Specifically Speak Now, the song. I actually think a music video would have been very cute for Speak Now, just given the, theme of it all. Dear John. Watch my ranking of track 5s to learn how I feel about Dear John. But, there's this bird in Australia that is, lethal to humans. It has, 3 extremely sharp talons. When it goes to scratch a human, it, disembowels you and kills you on the spot. And I think that Dear John is kind of like that bird. Mean. A respectable bop. This was a little childish for Speak Now. And also, I think this was about a critic called Bob Lesbetz who really relentlessly attacked Taylor for a long time, most notably after her Grammy performance with Stevie Nicks in 2010. It was a moment that was very embarrassing for her. Everyone was saying she couldn't sing live. Her response to his criticism of her was to write a song saying that he was mean, but also then calling him a liar, pathetic, and alone in life. That's kind of mean by itself, don't you think? Do we not see the hypocrisy here? And then she went and performed it at the Grammys. Like, she can be a little psychotic. Mostly in a good way. She kind of fumbled the bag with this one because the song isn't that good. The Story of Us. I'm going to go with an absolute banger. You know, this song has really grown on me. It's fun. It's like the most pop punk-y moment we've ever gotten from her. The closest we're ever going to get to like a pop rock vibe, I guess. There are a couple of lines in the song that I love. You held your pride like you should have held me. I've never heard silence quite this loud. I mean, it's very visual. It really paints a picture for me. Never grow up. It's okay. Again, kind of like The Best Day, but, you know, a second-rate version of it. Enchanted. I mean, she is the moment. Enchanted is serving whimsy. It's serving fairy tale. It's serving fantasy. I mean, what else can I say? The production on this track is outstanding. I love how everything just kind of like swells and crescendos to this huge climax moment in the second chorus and then kind of dials down. And she does her falsetto duet with herself. I remember a critic compared that to like a very Prince moment. And I just think she took so many structural risks on Speak Now and like really let herself be free and write these long rambling songs with lots of intricate detail, and Enchanted is a great example of that working. Better Than Revenge. I mean, feminism off, better than revenge on. Am I right? It's a banger no matter what you want to say about it. Innocent. Listen, this was not the clapback that she thought it was. I don't know her. But there are a few lines in this song that I actually like. Time turns flames to embers. You'll have new Septembers. That just sounds nice, doesn't it? I'm going to put it in It's Okay for literally for that one line. Haunted. Respectable bop. I don't really have much to say about Haunted. It's good. It's similar to The Story of Us in that it's like kind of gothic, Evanescence vibes. Last Kiss. Oh, Last Kiss really hurts my feelings. This song really takes me to another dimension. I have to make this She Is the Moment song. This might be one of my top 5 Taylor Swift songs of all time. Long Live. It's okay. Long Live is kind of corny to me. I really loved it when I was like 14. But you know, every time I try to, she says this song is for the fans, but it's like really not. It's actually for the agency. And any song that's written for the agency is like a song that I am just not going to take seriously. Hours. Okay. Hours is an absolute banger. I love this song. I think it's so cute. I think it's really sweet. I loved her performance of this at the CMAs. Was it the CMAs? I think so. She was sitting on a couch and she was wearing a fuzzy sweater. She was playing her 12-string guitar. It was adorable. I think Ours is a very sweet, romantic, intimate song. If this was a movie, okay, here I am on my soapbox again. If this was a movie, it's such a fucking good song. And nobody seems to remember that it exists, least of all Taylor Swift. I'm like half convinced that this is just never going to get re-recorded because she genuinely doesn't know that this is a song in her catalog. It kind of sounds like a Fearless song to me. Like it gives me Mr. Perfectly Fine vibes. This, I feel, was left off of Fearless and was given to Speak Now from the vault, if we're talking about a vault that actually exists. Today Was a Fairy Tale. I fucking love Today Was a Fairy Tale, okay? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you've never felt this magic in the air, get out of my space. And now we're on to Red, State of Grace. State of Grace is an absolute banger. What an introduction. What a thematic and cohesive opening moment to her magnum opus, her most sprawling, adventurous, daring record of all time. I remember people compared this to like a U2 song with its like soaring chorus and vocals, and that definitely rings true to me. Red. Now, I love Red, okay? I have only grown to love Red, the song, as it's gotten older, and I love the live version of it because I feel like the guitar solo just really kind of goes off, and I'm obsessed with that like last kind of phrase at the very end of the song where it's like, And that's why he's spinning around in my head, comes back to me in burning red. That sounds so good. That is like constantly playing on a loop in my mind. So because this has so much real estate in my brain, I'm going to put this in absolute banger. Treacherous. Listen, Treacherous has that double bridge, which is like truly outstanding, but the rest of the song is kind of slow. However, I do remember being very shocked by the lyrics. I will do anything you say if you say it with your hands. It was like she was having a little hoe moment. I loved it, but we're going to make this a respectable bop. I Knew You Were Trouble. Okay, it was a cultural reset. It's an absolute banger. I don't have much to say about that song personally because I feel like it really took on a life of its own. Like, it doesn't even feel like a Taylor song anymore. It's just like one of those songs that it's just one of those songs that everybody knows and loves. It's a real crowd pleaser. You can put it on in a room with a variety of different people, different generations, different interests, and everyone will turn the fuck up. So what can I say? All Too Well, she is the moment. What else everything's been said about All Too Well. Like, I just feel like we shouldn't speak of it until the 10-minute version comes out when we have something new to say because we're just repeating ourselves ad nauseum at this point. 22. I fucking love 22. 22 is so fun. It will never ever get dated because people will continue to turn 22 for the rest of time. I've seen many people who claim to hate Taylor Swift frequently caption their Instagram photos with 22 lyrics when they turn 22. So you can't tell me that she is not a force to be reckoned with. I Almost Do. Oh, I love this song. I love the visual of like the guy sitting in his chair by his window, like wondering if Taylor's ever going to call him back, and her kind of like trying so hard not to pick up the phone and do exactly what she wants to do because it's not good for her anymore. Absolute banger. That's where that's going. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Listen, a lot of people have a lot of shit to say about this song, but it is fun, okay? Not everything has to be we are in the gutter crying ourselves to sleep. Sometimes we can just have a little bit of fun. So We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together goes in banger category for me. Stay, Stay, Stay. I don't know her. The Last Time. Listen. Excellence, my dudes. Excellence. The vocals, the harmonies, the fact that she selected kind of a rogue choice to do a duet with, Gary Lightbody. Their voices just meld so well together. And that kind of part in the song where they're like trading off vocals is really beautiful to me. And it's definitely a slow burn, but I listen to it all the way through every time because the production and the instrumentation is so satisfying to me. And I just think that musically, like with the harmonies and everything, this is one of her finest moments. So she is the moment for me. Holy Ground. Okay, that is my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. It's wistful. It's nostalgic. I can't get into Holy Ground right now. I don't have the time. I have a lot of other songs to discuss and rank. Just know that her time will come on this channel. It will arrive when I talk about Red in depth for the first time. She's the moment, though. She really is the moment. Sad, beautiful, tragic. God, this song is so upsetting. And I love how it's kind of like a moving meditation, you know? I remember she said she wrote this on a tour bus, and you can kind of hear it in that like lilting mandolin and guitar and that very kind of subdued, almost whisper. I love the bridge as well. So this is an absolute banger. The Lucky One. I appreciate the story behind it. Still to this day, we're trying to figure out who it's about, as in like which of her celebrity idols influenced this song. But I'm going to put it in It's Okay because I just don't think it sounds good. Everything Has Changed. I don't know her. Sorry. Starlight. You know what? Starlight has grown on me over the years. I'm going to put Starlight in respectable bop. It's fun, okay? It's fun. It's camp. If it was going to the Met Gala, it would have gone to the camp edition of the Met Gala. Begin Again. This is the finest country moment off of Red, and it was such a moment. I love that State of Grace and Begin Again are the bookends of this album. I think that they very perfectly kind of begin and end that story. I'll be very curious to see how the new songs on Red Taylor's version interrupt that flow and whether Begin Again still stands as the like final closing chapter. Because, you know, Red is this like whole tumultuous journey, and then Begin Again is like her closing the door on like a lot of heartbreak and being open to falling in love again. It's amazing. The Moment I Knew. Everybody seems to love this song, and I just think that it's like it's good. I mean, I think the chorus is nice, but the rest of it is kind of like it's a little overwrought with the whole like weeping violin. Like it's just a little bit too much. I'm gonna make it an It's Okay song. Come Back, Be Here. Respectable bop, mostly because I think it's about Harry Styles, and we know how I feel about Haylor, so I have to put it there. Girl at Home. Now, see, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying all this stuff. People really hate a lot of the songs that I like. I like Girl at Home. I think it sounds good. I think it's cheeky. I think it's okay. Uh-oh, I'm running out of space. Safe and Sound with the Civil Wars. This is a beautiful, haunting, amazing song. And I was like very much into the Hunger Games when this came out. And the video for Safe and Sound is really beautiful too. I love the Civil Wars. If you're interested in some mess, look up why they broke up, because I mean, they were both married, like 2 other people. Go watch one of their videos, keep that in mind, and remember that I said that. This gave her a lot of indie street cred, if I remember correctly. People kind of were starting to take her seriously after Speak Now and before Red as an artist to be reckoned with a powerful pen, but this kind of shifted the needle, and I think that a lot of us were hoping that Red would include some more moments like this, but we didn't have to wait very long because we got Folklore and Evermore. I'm going to put this in absolute banger just because I don't listen to it every time it comes on shuffle. Eyes Open. That's a respectable bop. I like Eyes Open. I think it's nice. Both of Us with B.O.B. I want to kill her. That is one of the stupidest songs she has ever done. It was like really in that time when every pop girl was doing a chorus on a rap song. Ronin. This is a very, very sweet song, but I hardly ever listen to it because it is painful. I'm going to put it in respectable bop. Highway Don't Care with Tim McGraw. You know what? If her part in this was like a little bit more substantial, I would really like this song. And I think that her performance of it at the like ACMs, I want to say, or the CMA Fest, she looks very slinky and very sexy. So I kind of like this. I'm going to put it in It's Okay because she's just like not in it that much. Sweeter Than Fiction. I think this song is really bad. I hate it. I want to kill her. Also, I'm pretty sure that was the first time she worked publicly with Jack Antonoff. What a fucking letdown, and not a very good indicator of the excellence that would go on to be served to us. I mean, Sweeter Than Fiction was like corny and stupid. Welcome to New York. Respectable bop, because when you're going through the Lincoln Tunnel and you're looking at the rats on the streets, you really do want to listen to Welcome to New York. It's like the first thing you want to do when you land in JFK. Like it's a thing. They made her the ambassador to New York because of that. Blank Space. She is the moment. I mean, this song shifted the fucking needle for her. It was self-aware. It was hilarious. It was insightful. It was sharp line after sharp line. Really excellent writing. Different production. Charting a new direction. What else can I say? Style also. Same reason. She is the moment. Who doesn't fucking love Style? Her first truly sexy song. The video left something to be desired, but the song really just kind of, it didn't even need a video. So Out of This World, amazing. Out of the Woods, I'm going to give this respectable bop status because I think that it's a little slow burn, and I think that's too much for me to handle most of the time. But when it first came out, I was listening to this and Shake It Off on repeat. So do with that what you will. All You Had to Do Was Stay. Listen to me, you fucking idiots. All You Had to Do Was Stay is one of her best songs of all time, and it would behoove you all to pay attention to this and listen to it and understand that this is a very, very depressing, sad, deep, meaningful song couched as a bop, which is what makes it so good and so layered. So, All You Had to Do Was Stay is the fucking moment. Shake It Off. She is the moment. What else? Like, you just can't deny the legacy of a song like Shake It Off. I think that's like the first song people think of when they think of Taylor Swift. It used to be Love Story, but Shake It Off has really kind of, become a phenomenon. Weddings, funerals, graduations. I Wish You Would. Absolute banger. I love I Wish You Would. I think it's so unique. It's so different. I love the guitar. I love the crooked love. It's good. What can I say? Bad Blood. The Kendrick Lamar version, I want to kill. But the version without Kendrick Lamar, I think is pretty fucking good. I remember when I first heard this, I was very surprised by how poppy it was. Like, it was very shocking to me how deliberately, shamelessly radio-friendly this song was. And it's just got such a catchy hook. Wildest Dreams. She is the moment. Come on, guys. The video, so good. I don't care what anyone says. I know everyone wants to be like, it's problematic. But you know what? Sometimes you can just have fun. Okay? Sometimes you can enjoy things that maybe aren't perfect. How You Get the Girl. This song has really grown on me over time. When I first heard it, I definitely would have put it in I Want to Kill Her, but I'm actually going to put it in Respectable Bop because it's fun. It's really fun. And the tour performance was great. She was wearing that neon dress and jumping up and down. It was cute. This Love. I just think that it didn't really fit on the standard edition of 1989. Like, this should have been a bonus track. New Romantic should have been on the standard, and this should have been a bonus track. I'm going to say that it's okay because, like, it is pretty and some of the lyrics are nice. I Know Places. If I'm really going to speak my motherfucking truth, I Want to Kill Her. And I won't elaborate. Don't ask me. I won't explain myself and I won't apologize. Clean. Absolute banger. Yeah, this song brought me a lot of comfort when I was in high school. And I think the production with Imogen Heap is like something that was so different and cool from the rest of the album, yet so fitting with the theme and the cohesiveness of the project altogether. So I thought that was a very cool experiment and a very fortuitous collaboration. Wonderland. It's okay. I was very obsessed with this for a minute, but it's not. I don't really revisit that song very much. You Are in Love. Also, it's okay. But it's about Lena Dunham and Jack Antonoff, so like I can't attach much personal meaning to it, knowing that it's about those two clowns. New Romantics, absolute banger. Or She Is the Moment. I don't know. It's like I respect that New Romantics is an excellent song, but is it personally the moment for me all the time? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna have to put this in an absolute banger, but know that I respect her. I Don't Want to Live Forever. You know what baffles me is that this is her most streamed song to date. And I think that's purely because she withheld her stuff from streaming for so long. So her like naturally biggest hits like just don't have the numbers there. But this song really seemed to like land with people. And yet I forget that it exists all the time, even though she has tried to shove it down our faces acoustically often. Ready for It. Respectable bop. I've definitely grown to like it. I just don't really understand why it was the second single from Reputation. That was kind of an important moment to like make the album a little bit more palatable for the general public. And she kind of dropped the ball on that one, I have to say. Endgame. It's okay. Ed Sheeran's verse makes me want to die. So I can't be ranking it any higher than that. I Did Something Bad. Okay. I Did Something Bad is Look What You Made Me Do and I Did Something Bad are essentially the same song, but I would say that I Did Something Bad has like a stronger hook. Look What You Made Me Do is just more shocking. But I think that this is an absolute banger. This is my number one song off of Reputation for a while, and things just change. Your life changes and your favorite Taylor Swift songs change. Isn't that crazy? Could you believe it? Don't Blame Me. It's okay. I rarely ever revisit this song. I think that it's got a very generic addiction metaphor that like is fine, but it's not detailed and it's not very personal. A lot of this album is a little standoffish, so that makes it hard to rank. Delicate, respectable bop. I know that everybody loves this song and everybody went the fuck off to it, but it just never kind of connected with me that way. So I understand why people like it, but it's not a banger for me. Look What You Made Me Do. She Is the Moment, okay? I mean, it changed the course of our existence. We wouldn't be here today without her, let's just say. So she's iconic. So It Goes is an absolute banger. This song is so good. I love this. This is like the most, to me, this is like, this and Dress are the most scandalous songs on Reputation. Like, scratches down your back. I mean, hello, sexy Joe Alwyn. Are you okay? Do you have any scars? Gorgeous. Lyrics that cut glass, okay? I love Gorgeous. It's so cute. It's an absolute banger. It's so fun to listen to. The chorus is such an earworm. It's obviously camp. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's not to be taken seriously. I think that Gorgeous is fun as fuck. So it is a banger to me, and I don't care what anyone has to say about it. Getaway Car. She Is the Moment. Come on. Come on. It was a 1989 outtake. Like thematically and sonically, it sounds like it should have been on 1989, but I think we really needed a moment like that on Reputation where the production was like a little bit brighter and the song was a little bit more, what's the word? Narrative driven instead of like exposing, dragging, roasting, defending instead of that. King of My Heart, I Want to Kill Her. Listen, I hate this fucking song. I call this the bleep bloop song. It sucks. It sucks. I hate it. I hate it. And this one guy got Taylor to come to his fucking proposal and he asked her to sing King of My Heart. Can you imagine having Taylor Swift come to your function and you have all the songs in the world to ask her to sing and you pick King of My Heart? Electric chair. With our hands tied, it's okay. The acoustic version is very nice. I remember when I heard this at the secret session, I really lost my damn mind. I thought this was really, really good, mostly because she told us a very intricate personal story before it happened. So I think that I was kind of bamboozled into thinking it was better than it was. Dress. I am obsessed with this song. Dress is the fucking moment, okay? This song is like the song you listen to when you're drunk and it's middle of winter and you've gone to a club and you're waiting for your Uber and your hoe clothes and you're cold and you like want to hook up with someone. That's the song that you listen to. It's so good. I think Pitchfork described it as a panting, shuddering highlight from Reputation. And you know what? That's fucking right. That's exactly right. This is why we can't have nice things. It's okay. It's kind of stupid. I really should have a category called This Is Kind of Dumb, but I'll let her go there. Call it what you want. She is the moment. Oh, see, I'm conflicted now. Okay, Call It What You Want is an absolute banger. It's not the moment. I really regret saying that, but like I have to be true to the source material. You know, I can't let my personal biases get too involved in this. Call It What You Want is great to me, but I understand that this was very lackluster for a lot of people. The production was weird. The chorus has some kind of weird lyrics. It all gels together very well for me, but I understand that it's not everyone's cup of tea. New Year's Day, I fucking hate this song, okay? This song reminds me of Daylight. It is a forced, deep moment. On Reputation, she didn't have a crying song, and she was like, you know, all the fans are gonna be fucking badgering me for a crying song. Let me just throw one out there for them. So she wrote New Year's Day, and I think that it is a waste of space, to be honest. It also doesn't fit the theme of Reputation very well. Some people might argue that it fits the whole like love story part of it, but I don't think that it was a good closing number for an album of that drama. Babe with Sugarland, absolute banger, okay? I'm obsessed with the outtakes from Red. Babe and Better Man. I don't know if Better Man is on this list. I don't think it is, but Better Man would be a moment, and Babe is a banger. I can't wait to hear her solo versions of these. I think they're going to be amazing. Babe reminds me of I Almost Do. Like, thematically, they're kind of similar. Do you know what I mean? We're now approaching my least favorite album, Lover. So I Forgot That You Existed is the first thing that we're going to put there. And you know what? I frequently forget that this song exists, so I don't fucking know this song. Cruel Summer. I almost called the She Is the Moment category the Cruel Summers because, like, I think this is the standard of song that we should be aspiring to. This is a perfect Taylor Swift song. It is bright. It is kitschy. It is also kind of fatal. It is dark. It is everything. Lover. I want to say absolute banger, but I was not in love when this album came out. In fact, I was like very much not in love. I was like very angry at love. So I never kind of took to this one. I really loved the line about the guitar string scars on her hand. And yet it still is just going to go into the respectable bop portion for me. Don't come for me. It's my opinion, okay? The Man. I don't know her. That was just like such a flop in terms of like a clapback. When she tries to clap back, it doesn't work. When she does accidental clapback, it sounds really good. Dear John is an accidental clapback because it's more about her emotion and her experience than it is a shot at John Mayer. Whereas The Man is like a shot at the media and the press and the people who, you know, put her down because she's a woman. And it's like, you're kind of missing the point, Taylor. I don't know. It's just, it didn't make the point she thought it was going to make. The Archer, it's okay. People go in my comments all the time, like capping for The Archer, and I just don't understand it. It's just not that good. It's, again, like New Year's Day, like Daylight, a very forced moment. Some nice lyrics in there, but the song never takes off. The production is weird. I Think He Knows, absolute banger. I love this song. I think it's so funny. I think it's so energetic and quirky. And I just love her singing in falsetto. Not everybody likes it, but you know what? It's to my taste. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. I'm wearing a shirt that says Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. But, you know, again, she kind of missed it with the metaphor here for me. Like, Taylor, you're 30 years old. Enough with the writing about high school. Like, we don't need to bring everything back to a high school metaphor. Like, I think we can understand the world in a frame of reference that doesn't have to do with, like, cheerleaders, bleachers, and prom kings, you know? We can move on from that. So I'm going to put that in. It's okay. Paper Rings. I want to kill her. I know. You know, it seems to me that I hate a lot of her, like, very happy songs. Paper Rings to me is in a class of songs that I don't like, and I don't know how to describe those songs as a whole, but it's like this song, Dorothea, It's Nice to Have a Friend, the very like earnest songs, like earnest to the point of being embarrassing Taylor songs are things that I really just like cannot tolerate. And it's like, it's the sound of Paper Rings, like the way that it sounds makes me want to throw myself out the window. Cornelia Street. It's okay. People are really going to get mad at me. It's only okay. All right? Cornelia Street is just okay. In my onion. Death by a Thousand Cuts. She is the moment. You know what? She really is the motherfucking moment. That is one of my favorite songs off of Lover. One of my favorite late pop songs in her career. I think that it definitely showed us that she could write a breakup song without necessarily having been in love. That was very reassuring to me because I have always loved her heartbroken moments, her tear jerkers. The idea of Lover as a totally happy album was like very scary to me. So Death by a Thousand Cuts really kind of filled that void. London Boy. You know, I love a London Boy. I do. This is an absolute banger. I can't put it in She Is the Moment because like it is a tad embarrassing. And for everyone who says that it's camp or it's tongue in cheek, she's being dead fucking serious on this song. Like it's not a joke. She's being very sincere. And that's why it has to be a banger and not a moment. But I will say I love to get down to this song. The acoustic version is really cute. I just think that this is like, it's shameless, and that is both a good and a bad thing. Soon You'll Get Better. This song like really tore me apart when I heard it. I mean, the subject matter, the context, like I don't think I can put it as a banger. I think I need to put it as a moment because I commend the candor, the honesty, the fragility, and the choice to share this with everybody. False God, respectable bop. I love the sax solo. I had a moment with this song when I was living in New York. I would like walk the streets when it was raining and listen to the sax in my ears. It was like very aromatic is the word I want to use to describe it. It definitely is evocative for sure, but not something I return to super frequently. You Need to Calm Down. I don't know her. Listen, I'm gay and I don't want Taylor to stand up for my gay rights. Okay? Keep it to yourself. Mind your business. Afterglow. It's okay. Yeah, not much to say about Afterglow. I know a lot of people are very attached to this. People that are in relationships that are rocky love this song, but you know what? I'm not in a relationship, so I can't comment on that. Me. I think we all know how I feel about Me. I want this song gone. I want this song erased from the public record. I want justice. I want to be vindicated for having to listen to this song and having it be the only thing I heard from Taylor Swift in anticipation of a new album for like 3 months. That was like actually painful to me, and it was the closest I have ever come to unstanding her. And let me tell you, that feeling has never come around for me before, but this song took me there. That's how bad it is. It's Nice to Have a Friend. I don't know her. I don't want to kill her, but like I just really don't get it. I know a lot of people like it. Doesn't make sense to me. Daylight. I want to kill her. I think it's insincere. I think we've been through this. Beautiful Ghosts. I want to kill her honestly for the fake British accent. That's why I'm putting that there. Christmas Tree Farm. It's okay. The last part of the song is really good. Baby, Baby, Merry Christmas. That part sounds very good. But up until then, it's like a little bit chintzy. Like it's a little too holiday mall song, which is not the vibe that I want. Only the Young, I Want to Kill Her. Again, with the misguided, like pretend woke takes. Taylor should not comment on current events. She should just like keep it to made up stories and reportage from her very compelling personal life. The One. She is the moment. She is the moment. She is everything. Cardigan, she is also the moment. The Last Great American Dynasty is a banger. Okay, I was almost going to put it in the moment, but you know, I actually, fuck that. I'm going to put it in the moment. This is an excellent piece of songwriting. Okay, I'm not going to go through Folklore and Evermore opinions super strongly because I have 2 reaction videos up to those, so you can like see how I feel about these songs, but you know, I'll comment when necessary. Exile, I'm going to put in absolute banger because it was her first collaboration with Justin Vernon, which was a big moment for her. My Tears Ricochet is the moment because of the context and the circumstance behind that song. Also some beautiful writing and very interesting production. Mirrorball, she is the moment. I think that might be the most candid we've ever had Taylor on the record being. Her admitting to the fact that she's not a natural and all she does is try is something I feel like she's been avoiding doing for her entire career. So to have that literally on the public record is quite amazing and very honest and brave. 7, she is the moment because I love her for no reason other than that. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. August, it's okay. You know what? I don't think that this is a fucking good song. This is not, by Taylor Swift standards, by folklore standards, by her entire discography standards, it's not that well written, okay? The story is not that interesting. It goes on for a really long time. It takes off in the bridge, and that's about it for me. It doesn't do much beyond that. So, hate on it. Hate on it, hate on me, send me death threats, whatever. This is me trying. Respectable bop. I like the addiction metaphor much better here than I like it in Don't Blame Me. Do you see what I mean? It's a little bit more specific. It's a little bit more compelling. She gets to the theme of like what it means to be addicted to something and trying to run away from it, but also feeling so drawn to it against your own will. She gets at that much better here than she did in Don't Blame Me. Illicit Affairs. Absolute banger, of course. We love a queer-coded song. Invisible String. Invisible String is a respectable bop. Yeah, I'm not like super crazy about that. I think it's cute and it's sweet. Mad Woman. Respectable bop. Again, when she tries to clap back, it can come across as a little bit forced. Epiphany. I don't know her. Betty. You know what? Betty is the moment. It was her long-hailed return to country music, and I think that she nailed it so beautifully. I love the tense changes. Like, this really kind of hits it out of the park for me. Peace. Peace is okay, and you know what? Hoax also is okay. Those songs are like 2 sides of the same coin to me. The Lakes. You know, I want to put this in She Is the Moment, but it has that line about tweeting things, which dates it. So I don't think that it can be the moment. It has to be an absolute banger instead. Crazier. Wow. Why is this song just randomly thrown in between Folklore and Evermore? That's very confusing for me. Crazier is a respectable bop. I think it's very sweet and cute. Okay, now we're getting into Evermore. I think that some of the Evermore songs are like missing from this list. I'm not sure, but I think they are. Willow, absolute banger, of course. Champagne Problems, it's okay. I don't think it's good. Don't hate on me. Gold Rush, She Is the Moment. We love that. It's just such a weird, different song. Like the structure of it, the vocals, the production, it's all very interesting to me. 'Tis the Damn Season, also She Is the Moment. I can't have Christmas Is When You Were Mine in this category and not have 'Tis the Damn Season. Like it just, they are 2 of the same, but years apart and thematically linked in a very brilliant way. Tolerate It, another She Is the Moment song. This reminds me of Dear John. It has manipulative, semi-abusive relationship written all over it. It is a damning indictment of what it feels like to love unrequitedly in a situation you can't get out of. No Body, No Crime. It's okay. I liked it a lot at first, but I hardly ever come back to it. Okay, so I've just realized that like this list is missing a bunch of songs from Evermore, which is really annoying, and I don't know how to fix that. So you're just gonna have to deal with the ranking that I have given you. I've been filming this for too long to start over, so sorry if it was kind of a fail, but I hope that you enjoyed watching me lose my mind through this video. I would like to state for the record that the She Is the Moment category would also contain Ivy and Cowboy Like Me and Right Where You Left Me. Those would all be in the She Is the Moment. And in the I Want to Kill Her category, we would definitely be seeing an appearance of Dorothea, which I think is one of the stupidest songs of all time. So there you go. That's my opinion. That's my rankings. I'm sure other songs were left out. this website seems to be messed up and I will not be using it again. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, let me know what your top 5 songs are. Also, you know, video ideas are always welcome. My podcast about Taylor Swift will be linked down below. And, you know, I'll see you in the next one. Adios, amigos.